Good morning, I'm David Meyer from Siemens, and I work in our chemical and energy vertical focused on developing sustainable energy solutions for our customers. I help them speed their development throughout the life cycle from concept to design. I look forward to my conversation here today. What's exciting for me is that it's still an emerging industry. I've really enjoyed working with emerging industries over my career, and if the industry can develop the right economics and the right support from public policy, I think it can really help us decarbonize the planet and provide another source of clean, viable energy to help all of our lives. I think it's speed. I think so much of the regulation and so much of the political environment that is causing the, let's say, uncertainty and the lack of investment is the fact that it takes so long to build out these facilities and get production to levels that really make a difference. And I think anything we can do as partners, stakeholders, to increase the speed of how we realize these projects will help move the industry forward. It's very important. I would especially say the partnerships between the developers, their suppliers, and their government stakeholders. The regulations have to be viable to support the build out of the industry. The suppliers need to be able to provide the technology and the products to enable that faster scaling we just talked about. And really, any industry that has grown has seen collaboration move it forward more quickly. 20 years ago, I worked with the corn ethanol industry in the United States, which built out about 100 facilities over about 10 years. And the only way they were able to do that was with a combination of good policies, builders that really were able to leverage their suppliers and their partners to build out quickly and at a cost that the market was able to bear. Well, what I'd really like to see, like a lot of people, is some consistent political support and legislation. I think a lot of the challenge the industry is seeing right now is investors cannot invest what they need to given the changing tides of tax incentives, regulations, all the things that help them go to final investment decision. And another important change is we have to enhance our workforce. Right now, retirements in the technical industries are taking knowledge away. Obviously, this is a new industry that needs a lot of training to safely operate these plants. And I've heard presentations from engineering, procurement, construction, EPC companies recently that even if we could build out as fast as we want to, they don't have the labor to do it. So we've got to address both the regulatory environment and the labor market. Sure, I'd just like to say as a technology company, we're really focused on helping our customers build out those facilities more quickly. We provide software that helps them optimize their process, reducing time and cost, optimize their engineering effort, optimize their automation, and then optimize their production. So we really provide optimization and speed throughout the entire value chain. And that's what we really want to help these producers do in order to achieve these things more quickly. I think, again, the uncertainty. I think there's a real appetite. I think there's a lot of really smart people who know how to make molecules and make not only hydrogen, but then ammonia, e-methanol, all these other derivatives of these hydrocarbon molecules that are of value. But we've got to eliminate the uncertainty around regulations, around labor and all these things so that investors will take that extra leap to actually invest in the products. The other piece, obviously, is that technology and those developments have to drive the price down to where it's more competitive with fossil fuels. It's very difficult for companies to invest in production that is 2, 3, 4 times what other options are. are. And so it's got to be a combination of more certainty in policy and labor markets, as well as driving the cost down, which typically happens as industries develop. It's been excellent. The S&P Global pulls together a great group of stakeholders from a broad brush of the industry. I always meet new people here. I meet decision makers and have excellent conversations. And the programs and the presentations are excellent as well. So I'm always happy to be here and always happy to learn from the other stakeholders in the industry.